Take a quick pause for reflection. How is life currently going for you? Are you facing any struggles currently? And of course, struggles come in many different forms. Financial difficulties, difficulties with family or certain people, partners, problems at work, health issues. So of course, struggles come in many different shapes and sizes. Are you facing any such struggles currently? And if you can identify something that you are currently not happy about or satisfied with, I'd like to ask you here, who, in your opinion, who or what is to blame? So what came to mind with that question? If the first thing that came to mind was to mostly place the blame, or perhaps completely place the blame, on an external force, such as a particular person, or maybe blaming the place where you live as a reason why you're not happy, or perhaps where you're working is the cause for your misery. Placing the blame mostly or perhaps completely on some external force, that in psychological jargon is called having an external locus of control. With this way of thinking, you essentially view yourself as mostly powerless. Here you are always at the mercy of these external forces. So when they are playing in your favor, life is great. But when they are not, then your life satisfaction takes a dent. With this mindset, you are essentially like a leaf in the wind, getting blown this way and that way, and not having any choice in the matter. Of course, this is not an attitude that you want to adopt for your own sanity's sake. The type of attitude that you want to adopt is one that comes from having an internal locus of control. And this is where your power and control comes from within rather than from outside. Here you are empowered, but in order to adopt this way of being, it requires you to take responsibility for your own actions, and also being able to take an honest look at yourself, both your good points as well as your not so good points. And also believing that with every failure, setback or disappointment that you are dealt with, therein lies also great learning, great lessons, as well as great opportunities to develop your character even further. So you find yourself in major financial difficulties, perhaps from losing your job, or maybe you're scammed out of a lot of money. Who is at fault? Of course, it's a lot easier to place the blame on other people. In this case, perhaps blaming your boss for letting you go, or this scam artist for breaching your trust. But is this blaming others actually going to help your situation? Or is it likely only going to make you feel more bitter and resentful? For example, could you have done things differently at work before the layoff? Did you allow yourself to be too easily manipulated by this scam artist? How was your financial budgeting, both spending and saving, before this incident took place? Would you still be in financial difficulties now had you have made different decisions along the way leading up to this point? By taking responsibility for your own decisions rather than placing the blame on others, this shows great character. In life, you want to be working from a position of power. And for this, it's imperative that you work from a place where an internal locus of control is how you view yourself and the world around you. Having an internal locus of control also shows that you are an emotionally mature individual. And surely that's someone that you want to be.